In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to trace around a line image in order to create a cookie cutter. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to go onto the internet and just type in whatever line drawing it is that you wish to do. Remember, the more complex it is, the more difficult this is going to be. So I've just put in a heart line drawing. I'm going to right click, save image as. I'm going to save it as heart. Then I'm going to return back to Autodesk. And the first thing I'm going to do is draw my boundary box. So the boundary box is basically a box to a set amount of measurements that I will need to use in order to make sure it's the correct size. So I'm going to click Create Sketch. And then again, I can either select the front view or bottom view. It doesn't matter which one you select. You can either select that one or that one. I'm going to draw from the top view, so I'm going to select the bottom. And to check that, it now says in the top right corner, top. I'm then going to draw with a rectangle a 90 by 90 box. So I'm going to click Create, Rectangle, Center Rectangle. I'm then going to select the center point, which we can see here. I'll left click once, and then I drag out like so. In this box, I'm going to type 90, and using the tab key, which is above caps lock on my computer, I can switch to the other measurement. I'm going to type 90 again and click enter. So I know that my cookie cutter has to fit within this box that I see here. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to insert canvas. So this is where I can insert my picture into Autodesk. So click canvas, insert from my computer. I will then go and find it so I can see it's there, heart. Click open, and then it's going to ask you, okay, where do you want me to place this image? So I want it to be placed here. So if I hover over it, it goes blue. That means that it's indicating that it's selecting there. Then I click, and what should happen is your image will then appear. Now if I want to make that bigger, I can stretch it out like so. So I'm going to say about there. If I want to move it up or down, I can do so like that or like that. So you want to position it so it's just roughly inside the box. When you're happy with it, you just click OK. Now, I need to trace all around the heart that you see there. So there's lots of different tools that I could use. I could use a line tool. I could use a circle tool if I wanted to create the circle that's there. Or I could use the simplest one, which is the spline tool, which basically works like dot to dot. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to start down here at this point, like so. And I'm just going to connect the dots all across that line. Like so. Now what you'll notice is in this section, if I was to click there, the bend is not correct. It goes like this weird curved bend, and I don't want that. So what I would do is I'd click the tick button, and then I'd start my line again. Like so. You can go back later on and edit your lines if they're not accurate, or if you just click Control Z, go back to the start, and then we can refine it later. Right, and then I'm going to click right on that dot, and that is a perfect heart. Now to check that it's all accurate, if I click the select tool, if that goes blue, that means it's all connected. That's what I want it to be. I want it all to be blue. I want that connection. Now the next step we're going to do is we need to offset this because this material is going to be 1 millimeter thick. So I'm going to select the offset tool, which looks like that there. I'm then going to select all of the lines. If all of them don't select, don't worry, just click on the lines and it will work. I'm then going to drag outwards and I'm going to type in -1, enter. And what you'll notice is it's added this outer line, so to speak, like so. Now I want to make this 3D, so I'm going to right click, extrude, change to the home view because I want to see it at a different perspective, so click there, and I'm going to drag this up to 5, or I'm going to just type in 5mm like so. In fact, let me just check, because I think, let's do it 8mm, there we go. And then I'm going to click enter. So obviously this shape here will cut out, but it might be quite difficult for us to hold because it's only 1mm. So I'm going to select the top view again so that I can see my object. You'll notice that all of my sketches have vanished. So to get them back, I click the arrow and I turn on that eyeball there because I want to see those sketches. So when I tick it like that, it turns them off. When I press it again, it turns them back on again. So we now need to create another thicker outline around the shape so that when you press it, you're going to have a good grip, because 1mm is not that thick. So I'm going to right click on one of the lines and click edit sketch. So right click on one of the lines and click edit sketch, like so. And you'll see the sketch that we did earlier. So we're going to do the same principle again. We're going to select it, click offset, and what you'll notice is that it didn't select this line, which is fair enough. All I need to do, click there, and now it's selected it. Now we're going to drag this out to -5. Let's check that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So -5, and then we're going to click enter. And then we're going to click finish sketch because we've finished with the actual sketching mode now. We're going to click the home button again. And now we need to pull this rim up that we see here. So we'll click extrude, select the outside of the shape. And what you'll notice is it's not taking up this, but we actually need this bit. So we're going to select there as well. And I'm just going to check the other side by hold left click on the box. Yeah, because it's done the same there. So I need to select that as well. And then click home again. Perfect. Now we're going to extrude this up, I'd say 2mm. There we go, so 2mm like so, and we want to click join to make sure it's all joined together, which it already is, and I'm going to click OK. Click the home button again to get back to this view, and now I just want to check it without any of the sketches on. So I'm going to hide the sketches like so. I'm going to hide the canvas because I don't need to look at it. And generally, I've got a perfect cookie cutter.